What is going on, guys? Welcome back, Commentary for you. I'm convinced some of you don't like me very much because you asked me to play Madden Mobile all the time, but I had a viewer send me over this clip, and I was actually relatively impressed because, when we talk about issues with the game, interpolation gets brought up a lot, but notice what happens here. Yes, it's an unrealistic interception, but unrealistic things happen in Madden gameplay all the time, but understand that this is not the clipping and warping and shifting we're used to seeing out of Madden, but rather a game that recognizes a player is there in terms of number 23 and puts the other player in a position to intercept the pass, albeit unrealistically, but doing so with not actually going completely through the player's body as we would generally see in Madden 21. Instead, his arm extends back, McCourty pulls the ball in, and all of a sudden it's intercepted. This would almost be more acceptable in Madden. If you could actually look at things, and I've talked about this for years in terms of football games, if you can look at something and make realistic sense of it, then in a way it becomes a little bit more okay. Should it happen? Absolutely not. But is it better to look at this and not see a player's arm and body completely go through another? In my opinion, yes. Perhaps in yours, no. But to see this on a mobile game, and to know that this is one of the number one struggles we've had in this game, so much to the point, there was a user on YouTube that created a whole video series about interpolation and how what we saw in Madden 21 wasn't what we actually saw on the field. And I suppose at the time it would have been with Madden 20. It astonished me to see a clip from a mobile game made by EA Sports that shows us a lot of what we've asked for in Madden. And again, I would be a little bit more forgiving of poor play if I could put some type of context to, okay, this isn't players going completely through each other. Because when you see that, that to me makes me feel like the game is scripted. The players are completing a sequence and whatever had to happen, meaning they pass completely through each other, had to happen. But when you have the player's body respected, when you have movement respected a little bit more, when players actually have to work around each other, that kind of eliminates that argument that I could make, or you could make, or anyone could make. Because you can at least sit there and watch it and constructively say, these players actually are moving across each other. And even though this shouldn't have happened, the game actually respects the players that are on the field. And more often than not, the context of those videos is that the players aren't respected, and it doesn't matter whether they're there or not. Yet here we are in a mobile game that is free, showing you that at least in some context, that game does not suffer from the same issues Madden does on a console or PC. Very interesting concept that a mobile phone game could actually do things better than a console or PC game, given the power requirements both of them have to run. Probably the same engine, if we know anything about EA Sports in this 1996 coded monstrosity. Love to know your guys' thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking it out, and I will be back. Because every day, this practically cell phone-based game goes onto a console or PC, and somebody sends me a clip of it doing something atrocious, but every once in a while, somebody says, hey, Madden Mobile does a bunch of things regular Madden doesn't. Maybe I will have to start playing it. In the week, with more commentary.